Hey guys, it's your girl Jay and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys just my process of how I cook in my food truck, and just walk you through some of the plating and how I fry my chicken and different things like that. So we're just going to be talking as I cook, okay? So these chicken wings here, I deep fried them in my 40-pound gas fryer, commercial fryer. And I fry them for about 15 minutes. In each basket, I put about, if they're a little bigger wings, I'll cook them for about 15 minutes if you want them extra crispy or fried hard, whatever phrase you use. Some people say extra crispy, some people say fried hard, but I know what each phrase mean, okay? I get that it's a regional thing, it's a cultural thing, especially down south here. So, yeah, I just fry them for about 15 minutes. If they're like a little smaller wing, I fry them for 12 minutes and you'll still get that like fried hard effect on the wing, okay? And so as far as how many wings I put in each basket, if they're a little bigger, I'll put 15 per basket. So basically I'm dropping 30 wings at once. If they're a little smaller, I can put about 20 to 25 wings per basket. So you're dropping an average of 40 to 50 wings if you're using both baskets and you're dropping them at the same time, which I like to cook the smaller wings because you can drop, especially like if you're at a big festival and you got a long line or you got a lot of orders to push out. Cooking the smaller wings is more effective because you can, cook about, like I said, about 40 to 50 wings at a time if you're working with one fryer. Now, if you're working with multiple fryers, it's even better. But in my truck, I only had 2 fryers, and so I used one for my chicken and I used the other one for French fries. Okay, I don't always cook my French fries in the same deep fryer as the wings, okay? Because as you know, if you cook wings and they're seasoned, when you drop the wings in the fryer, the grease becomes seasoned as well. And so, and it gets darker quicker than if you have a fryer with just French fries. That fryer can stay clear longer than the fryer with the grease in its, chicken. So I like to keep that separate if I can. Sometimes we're at a festival and the line is like super, super, super long and I just got to do what I got to do. But I'm going to get some more fries eventually. But hey, if you work in the restaurant and you work in a food truck, like when you at them festivals, things happen so quickly and you just got to do what you got to do. But, like I said, I love to keep my fries in one fryer and my chicken in another fryer. And at festivals too, like when my lines are long, I like to start cooking the wings as I see people are starting to order. I drop more wings than what they ordered. So say for instance, I have someone come up and order a 10-piece, I'll go ahead and drop 20. Okay. And then by the time that 20 is done, somebody else then ordered some wings. So I don't have people waiting more than 10 minutes. Because I do cook to order. I don't have a hot plate in my food truck, and I don't like I don't like food just sitting there getting cold or anything like that. So that's what I do. Now, if you have long lines or whatever, you're going to be constantly dropping wings. So the wings aren't even going to sit there for a minute. They'll sit there for 2 seconds, because you're just plating, your plates or whatever. So it's a learning game when you have a food truck. It's definitely a learning curve as well. You're not going to get it all in at once. When you first get on the food truck and you first start working in a restaurant or whatever, you're not going to get it all, your first opening day. You're not going to get it maybe in a month. It may take you a couple months or whatever to like really just get your flow into the food truck. I know it took me a couple of months to get my flow in the food truck, and just knowing how to work it and how to work those long lines, how to work those orders and different things like that. But I love it. I love it, especially with events and stuff, because you meet so many people, and especially when people love your food, it makes you feel good. And so, you know, I love those days. Okay. And I get most of I know a lot of people be asking me sometimes, like, where I get my stuff. I get most of my stuff from Restaurant Depot. Some stuff comes from BJ's Wholesale as well. Some stuff comes from Walmart. If I don't need like a whole big bulk of it, hey, sometimes I get stuff from Walmart or whatever. But as far as like plates, and food and stuff like that, I get it from Restaurant Depot. I get these plates. These are 3-compartment, 9x9 to go containers, to go plates. These are the 9x9, and they hold the 10-piece. Like if you have a 10-piece and the wings are a little bigger than not average, but like they're not like super tiny small, but like they're a good size wing. It's better to get a 9x9 than a 8x8, because they'll sell both. But get the 9x9 because they're able to hold all of the wings if you have like a 10-piece. I do 5 or 10-piece on my truck. I don't do like 6 or 12. I just think 12 is too much. Sometimes I can't even eat the whole 10-piece. So I just think 12, that's just being greedy. I don't know. But I don't do 12 because these plates can't even, like, I barely be getting 10 in there sometimes. So I'm like, with 12, that's just too much. Like, no. So here I'm dropping another batch of wings. Now these wings right here are the smaller ones from the previous drop that you saw. So I dropped, I think, 50 wings. So I did 25 and 25 in each basket. And two, guys, like when you first start like cooking in a commercial fryer, you'll notice that cooking in a commercial fryer with gas is so much better. It's so much faster, and it tastes so much better than cooking at home. It tastes so much better. I don't know what it is about the gas, about that propane, but it just tastes so much better. And I love cooking my wings, in this my gas fryer or whatever, my propane. I use propane for this. So yeah, you're gonna. For these wings, I cook these for about 12 minutes, 12 to 13 minutes. I make sure they're crispy. I check every wing. Periodically, I will just go in and make sure they're kind of separated, because sometimes they can stick if you don't move them around. So I just move them around and make sure like everything is getting done. Make sure, especially those flats, make sure they fry hard as well, because flats sometimes take a little longer than a drumstick to get crispy. So sometimes I can take my drumsticks out quicker than the flats, and I just leave the flats in there and let them kind of fry a little bit, because the skin, I don't know, for some reason for the flats it just has more fat on it, I guess, and it just takes a little longer for that skin to get crispy. But to each his own. And you'll see kind of like, oh, the wings look dark a little bit. They're just the seasoning. They're just the seasoning that I use on there. So, if you don't, because I put paprika on mine, so if you don't use paprika, it won't be a little dark like that. Okay, but the wings, it's not burnt. Okay, it's not burnt. It's just a little dark because of the seasoning. And when you drop your wings in the grease, after the first drop, your grease is going to turn a color because you have seasoning on it. Okay, so don't think that it's just not going to turn a color. It's going to turn a color. It's going to look a little dark because you have the seasoning on it. That's just what it is, okay? So here, I think I put in this half pan, I think I put 50. Yeah, so this pan held 50 wings, just for this half a pan. Now, I could have tossed this in like the bowl or whatever, but it was just so many wings that I didn't want a wing to flip out and drop on the floor, and I'm missing a wing. So I was like, I'm just gonna spread this buffalo sauce. I always mix my buffalo sauce with other stuff, so I was like, I'm just going to pour it from the bottle and then just mix it with a spoon. It'll be all right. It'll all sink to the bottle and everything will get covered. Okay. But like I said, yeah, so my sauce, like this buffalo sauce that I get, I love it. It's the wing sauce. I think is it Frank? No, it's oh shoot, I put it in the video, but yeah, I get this the wing sauce, Frank's Hot. I think Frank's Hot. I get this from Restaurant Depot. I buy it all the time. My customers love it. I do add my little twist to it to make it like not so like buffalo-y. I make it like a honey hot buffalo. That's my buffalo. I don't call it honey hot. I just call it buffalo because some people know like what honey hot is, but some people like, what is honey hot? Like, I don't know. Some people do be asking y'all, but so that's why I just keep it at buffalo. And people like, you got honey hot? I'm like, yeah, my buffalo is a honey hot actually, but yeah. Okay, so I do doctor up my buffalo. I doctor up my barbecue sauce, my mango habanero. I doctor that up. My lemon pepper I make from scratch. And my garlic parmesan I make from scratch as well. I don't use a garlic parmesan out the bottle. I think that's disgusting. That garlic parmesan that be in the bottle is like from Sweet Baby Ray's and all that. That sauce is disgusting. I don't like it. So I do a garlic parmesan from scratch. I didn't make it in this video, but maybe I'll make it in another video if I remember. But yeah, I make my own garlic parmesan from scratch. Like I got the cheese, the grated cheese and everything. Like, yeah. But here is my mango habanero. And I know it looks like barbecue sauce, but it is very, very, very hot. And a lot of people be confused. They be like, is this mango habanero? I'll be like, yeah, just try it. And when they try it, they be like, oh yeah, this is mango habanero. Is this though? It's hot. I'm like, yeah, that's hot. Like the mango habanero is the hottest sauce that I have on my truck. I don't eat it. People love it, but it's too hot for me. Even with ranch, blue cheese, all that, it is too hot. So, but other people love it. They ask for it. So, hey, I buy it because people ask for it. Even though I don't eat it. But, hey, I don't really eat the garlic parmesan either because that's just not one of the flavors that I just love buffalo lemon pepper. That's like my go-to. But my garlic parmesan is good. Like, I'll eat garlic parmesan, but it's not just like, oh, I want some garlic parmesan wings. But other people love it. So I buy it and I make it. Okay. Sometimes, like, when you're doing food, you may not love it, but if the customers love it and they buying it, guess what? I'm going to buy it. I'm going to make sure I have it on my truck. Okay. But here, yeah, like I said, I know the mango habanero looks like barbecue sauce, but it's not all the way barbecue. Like it has a little barbecue in there just to tone down the heat, because the heat in the bottle is too like it'll burn your esophagus, it'll burn all your insides. Like it's like too overwhelming. So I do kind of tone it down with some barbecue sauce and different little flavors and stuff like that. So that's how you'll see that it looks like barbecue sauce, but it is mango habanero. I promise you. All right. So this is the finished look of the mango habanero. Then the last one I did was the lemon pepper. Like I said, the lemon pepper I make from scratch from my butter and my lemons. I squeeze fresh lemons. I do not use lemon juice from concentrate. I don't use the lemon juice from the bottle. I squeeze lemons. Like I actually buy lemons and squeeze them myself. And I just think that it tastes better like that, And I use McCormick lemon pepper seasoning. Yeah, I'm a brand girl. I love name brands. But yeah, this is the finished product. If you like this video, want to learn more about food trucks, give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.